How's it going, crew? This is Happy Days and welcome to Terraria. Yes, Terraria. I've decided to do a quick few how-to videos on a few things about Terraria. It's been out for a couple of years now, but they're always updating it. I played it to death when it first came out, and I haven't played it for a while, so I thought I'd jump straight back into it. So we'll go single player. Need to create a character, so let's just go random a bit. Someone suitably a bit crazy. Let's see. Oh, the blue bearded guy sounds pretty fun. Now the soft core option, obviously, so soft cores, you drop money when you die. Mediums, items as well, and hardcore is die for good. When you're new to the game, I really recommend soft core. Even medium core is a bit of a challenge because it takes ages to get good items. So you really want to avoid medium core until you're really used to the game. And even then, I think it's challenging enough even with only losing your money. Okay, so once you've made your character, you click it to start creating the world. I recommend just starting with a small one. The large worlds tend to be pretty massive, just really big. And it can make it hard to find certain things, so start with small. Okay, we're going to call this Thrillsville. Sounds like a suitable name. Now when you make your first world, everything is created, so it's not procedurally generated like games like Minecraft. So when you start the game, everything is where it will be. And the small world probably takes about, I don't know, a couple of minutes to walk from one side of the world to the other. And when you start going underground, like, it's actually quite massive because obviously you can't walk as freely under the ground. So there's plenty to see and do, but what I thought we'd just do on our first day is just go over some of the basics and just make a simple house to get started. It's actually reasonably easy to make a nice little starter house. So yeah, we'll get started with that. The first time you make a world, it generates everything. So it does take a little longer to load up the first time. But yeah, there's been lots of stuff added. They're really good developers. They're always adding new stuff. So yeah, it's often for sale on Steam too, so check it out. Okay, once it's generated, you just need to click your world's name to load it. And we're good to go. Alright, it's your typical WASD keys to move, with space being jump, and left mouse button is your attack button. Up here, it's numbered, very similar to Minecraft. You use your commands, or you can click them. So, axe for cutting down trees. And just when you're cutting, you just left click and hold near the base of the trunk. So when the tree falls down, you collect everything. Items in this game are just collected by walking over them. So yeah, so we'll just grab a few trees to get started. Cool. This is actually a pretty good spot for our first house. So all you really need when you're building a place is just somewhere nice and flat. Which this is actually looking pretty good. It's relatively easy to up and move if you want to in this game, so you don't have to worry too much about, you know, being married to a place. You can move easy enough. And you can see up here that the wood's being collected. Acorns are used for growing more trees. So if you select them and then left click the ground, it puts these little sapling things in. They take about, I don't know, probably about half an hour to grow into a decent tree again. So it does actually take a while for them to grow. So your starting equipment, you just start with sword, pick and axe. The pick's for actually mining things like this, the stone. So you can pretty much destroy nearly any block in this game. This over here, we've got chests. Chests are fairly common. You right click to open them. And then here's all the stuff in here. There's lots of different stuff in this game. You can just click loot all to take it all. And yeah, you push escape to bring up your inventory. And you can change it so it pauses the game when you do that. I actually recommend you do that to pause the game, because sometimes you really need to get a health potion out or something. Not so much now, but it does get a bit hectic, the game, later on. And it can be useful if you can just stop the game. Okay. Crafting table. So when you put a crafting table down, you can actually, your item menu gets bigger. And you can just move it with the scroll wheel. I'm looking for the wooden hammer. So the hammer is actually used to destroy things that are placed already. And the reason I made one is you can actually, I'm pretty sure you could destroy chests, but it doesn't seem to be working now. Or do you just mine under them? You used to just be able to attack chests with the hammer and they would come off the ground. But that doesn't seem to be working. I'll check the forums. Anyway, here comes our first enemy, a slime. So you just hit them like that. It's handy in this game. You can just hold the mouse button to continually swing. There's no fatigue, which is nice. Makes things a bit easier. The map up here just sort of shows the world. It's been introduced in one of the last few versions. You can use M to go full screen. And you can zoom out and in with it, which is kind of cool. Oh, that's iron, I think. Tin. Okay, cool. There's different ores in the game. There's lots of different ores. And you can make armor and different weapons. It's really cool. So you just left click with the axe. Bunnies are cute. They're everywhere and you can kill them. Not for really any benefit though. When the background changes, you've generally entered a new biome. A biome usually has different monsters, different animals. Some of them have different ores. Oh, this is a big tree. No? Everything's different. Okay, you gotta use the pickaxe on the tree. Strange. Oh, maybe I had to use the pickaxe on the chests. I'll have to try that. You can actually build up into these trees if you want to make a house out of it. Interestingly enough. So yeah, so the gameplay is pretty simple. It's probably deceptively simple at first, like it seems pretty safe. Whoa. So obviously that's a pretty big bridge there. What you can actually do, if you want to get over, you select something like you would, and if you left click and just hold it down, you make like a bridge. Physics don't seem to exist in this game, except for sand like in Minecraft. So you can make long, thin pathways and they don't need to be held up by anything, which is kind of cool. So this game, it gets kind of crazy later with all the different items. You're practically flying all over the place eventually, so it gets really cool. I like how they don't hold your character back. So tin I haven't actually encountered before. I suppose like real life, it's probably quite a poor, not the best sort of ore, but there's lots of it, so we're going to grab it. I can make it out, cool. Alright, we might go back to that first area we're at. Oh, you can take fall damage too, so be mindful of that. Okay, more slimes. Monsters seem to respawn as long as you're off screen. So yeah. So don't just leave the game on and walk away, like a monster may come and kill you. You regenerate health as long as you're... Well, you just regenerate health all the time, I'm pretty sure. Oh, so I haven't really introduced this guy. This is the guide. If you right click him, he helps you with crafting. It's got a little place materials here thing, so if you left click an item and put it in there, he shows you what you can make with it. So you can make potions if you have all these items. So if we get something like our wood, which is pretty common, it shows you all the different things you can make with wood. Cool, so you can make a campfire, which makes your life regeneration go up. Marshmallow. Cool. So it shows you all the different things you can make with wood. So doors, chairs, chests. It's kind of cool. If an item says it's got material underneath, see how you can see up here stone block and dirt block. Say material. Anything that says material means you can craft with it, which is cool. So it's good to check a lot of items, even some weapons, they're materials. So they're a weapon, but they're also part of an even stronger weapon. Oh, so you use the pickaxe to get chests. So I just collected that chest. We'll put that in our house. Ah, okay. It used to be a hammer to collect things. Anyway, we're going to make a house here. So, all you do is you left click with the wood and you make like a wall. And you just run along like this. I'm just holding it down. Don't need it too massive. And then back down. It's kind of cool. And then we're going to... Doors are 3 high. So you just take out 3 blocks. You can't hurt... I can't intentionally hurt this dude. Well, you can later, but that's a different story. Alright, we're going to put our crafting table down. And if you push escape near it, you get the extra crafting items. Oh, you can make wood armor. Cool. There's all this new stuff since I've played it. It's sweet. Okay, so first thing, we're going to make 2 doors. So you can just left click twice if you want 2 of them. Alright, so we've got the doors selected. And you just left click kind of near the top here where you want the door to go. Cool. And it's right click to open and shut. So that's cool. Now to stop monsters spawning inside, you also need something called... Oh, well, you just need to make walls as well. If you hold down the right mouse button, it'll actually rapidly make items for you. So something like walls, which you'll need a lot of, and you'll see why in a second. So when you left click with the wall selected, it actually fills in the background. So if you hold it down, be careful because it can actually go above the outline too. So you can actually fill in all the background here. And I think we've timed this well because it looks like it's starting to get a little bit dark outside. It does have nasty monsters spawn at night, just like other crafting sort of games tend to do. I almost said Minecraft, and I know everyone says that. Just like Minecraft. Okay, now it's really dark in here, which is sad. So I'm putting a block on the roof, or 2. And you can actually make candles. So it's out of this gel stuff which comes from slime and a piece of wood. So I'll just make a few of those. And I like to put one here. And here. And I want to go for symmetry here. Yes, I get a bit OCD with this. There we go. That looks pretty cool. Alright, now the next thing. There's lots of different NPCs in this game. And you actually make houses for them. So you need to make a place for yourself, obviously, but also NPCs, like somewhere to go. The only requirement is they have a closed-in area like this, and a table and a chair most of the time. Some of them have other requirements, but a lot of the starting ones just need this. So, we're going to put the table down, just like so. And the chair, if you just left click while you're facing it, it should put the chair there. And then if you push escape and go to, I think it's, where do you go? Is it this one? Housing. Yeah, if you click this little house, you can click logo in the guide. And then if you left click in the house, it'll make it, this is now his house. So that means he sort of is set to go to this place now. So at night time, he'll come in here and be safe from all the like zombies and stuff like that. Cool. Alright, I'll just get some more trees quickly. So the starting equipment is pretty slow to do things like crafting and chopping and cutting and etc. And copper is one of the starting ores, so it's not very useful. So what you can actually see, if I hover up here, you can see how the pickaxe says 35% pickaxe power, which means, you know, it's working at only 35% efficiency out of 100. So as you find better ores, they have more power. It seems to mean that they work faster, and some ores you can't mine unless you've got a certain level pickaxe. Very similar to Minecraft, so Minecraft you need at least an iron pickaxe to harvest diamonds, and this game has similar themes in it. Same with the axe, it chops quicker as you get stronger ore to axes. But just for cutting wood, this is fun. I'll actually, seeing wood armor as an option, I might make some. Just for the lulz. And what I might do to repopulate this forest I'm cutting down is actually replant some of these trees. So all you do is just equip your acorn and just sort of run along and, you know, just chuck them in. And jump over the house. Yes, you can jump over a house in this game. Okay, chuck a few back in. Cool. You can put lamps on trees. Okay, the other thing I'll put inside the house is that chest I grabbed earlier. So I'll put the chest down. And what we can actually do is use this to store some of our cool stuff. So I got a potion, that's kind of cool. Ooh, that's awesome. Recall potion, they're new. I'll hang on to those. There's an item that can do the same thing, that has unlimited uses. But in this game, you typically go pretty far under the ground. So the ability to recall home is awesome. Alrighty. So, what I might do, just before it gets too dark, is add another level onto this house. I tend to make like a really tall hotel style place. Just so all the NPCs sort of live in the same house. So, we're gonna go up one more level. Back across. And fill in the walls again. This is so monsters can't spawn in here. I'm pretty sure that's how it works, so they can't spawn if you've put like light sources in the walls on. Pretty sure. Okay, I need some more walls. Alright, where are they? Luckily, wood's pretty common resource, so you normally got plenty of it. Oh, I think I heard a zombie. Oh, here comes a zombie. So it's night time. You can tell because the music changes. And it's going to knock on the door. Last time I played it, they couldn't knock down doors, but that might have changed. Now, you notice I fall down when I walk over here. You can actually make like a little wooden platform. So again, you just right click it. I only need 4 of them at the moment. So, and you left click across here. And you can actually walk on them, but if you just push down, your character will fall through it. So that's pretty handy. Gonna put a couple of those there. So we're sort of making 2 little hotel rooms for more NPCs. So we'll go make another door. Actually, I might fight these dudes. Alright. Which is the stronger weapon? They're all about the same. Just be careful using your pickaxe inside because you might... Whoa! Oh no! You used to face wherever the mouse was facing. I think that's changed too. Like, normally your character would attack wherever the mouse was facing. Which is a bit different. Okay, the axe seems to be a bit better. you get much better weapons very soon. Okay, I just gotta stand my ground a bit here. Weapons have knockback, as you're noticing now. So, as the game goes on, you can actually turn into different sort of characters. So you can play like a melee warrior type, or you can play like an archer type with guns or bows and arrows. And even your different armors can reflect that too. So it gets pretty cool later on. Alright, I wanted to make a door. But at the start, you're just pretty weak and useless. There's not much you can do. Okay, got one more door. Put that in. And now if I make 2 more tables and 2 more chairs. Inventory management is a big part of this game, like Project Zomboid. Okay, so the criteria for an NPC to move into your house is it has its own room and a table and chair. So I've made space for 2 more NPCs to come live, which is cool. The tour guide seems to have disappeared, so hopefully he's not dead. Alright, and you can tell if the room's okay. I think you click on this question mark and see how the yellow text down there is saying it's suitable. That means someone can move in. Alright, now I noticed before you can make wood armor, so let's go check this out. I'm sure it's nearly useless, but anyway. So we've got the breastplate, greaves, and a helmet. Cool. Some in Terraria, if you have all 3 items of the same material, you get a bonus. So die, social, equip. If you play multiplayer, you can get just vanity items. Okay, so we've got all the wood stuff on. And if we go back in, yeah, see how it says set bonus, 1 defense? So because I have all 3 wood pieces on, the armor only gives 2, but you get 1 bonus defense for having all wood. So that's cool. And you can see your character's appearance changes, which is kind of cool. Okay, is there anything else we can make? No, that's pretty much it. Sword. Copper short sword. Let's see if that's any different. Agile wooden sword. So I notice the problem with the short sword is it just stabs forwards. And doesn't do much damage. So let's see if this sword's any better. Ah! Okay, you can't hold down the button for this one. Interesting how some weapons have... You can just hold down the button and some you can't. Okay, we won. Cool. Alright, now there was that campfire item, wasn't there? Where's that? Oh, I don't think I've got enough stuff. Or I've used it all, or I don't have enough wood. Nah, it's gone. That's a shame. Would I have to be near the table? Nah, I don't know. Anyway, so basically that's all there is to it to get your first house started in Terraria. And yeah. Now I've made a house. Oh, spawn points, yeah. You need to make a bed to set a spawn point, and it's probably a good reason to build your house pretty close to where you spawn, because until you can build a bed, you can't actually reset your spawn point. And so if I died now, I'll spawn pretty much around here, not because the house is here, but because this is where the character spawned. So yeah, something to note. Anyway, so this is a pretty tidy first day house. We've got a chest, we've got furniture that you can stand on, and we're clothed in wood. So what more can a character ask for? And as you can see, the health just regenerates normally. So next lesson we'll start to go underground and see if we can find some cool ores. So yeah, so this was our first how to survive your first night in Terraria. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment if you want to see something specific covered. And I hope if you're new to the game, this has been useful to you. So, this is Happy Days fighting the undead. And about to go back into the safety of his house. Cool. Alright. Cool. See you next game, guys. Stay happy. Hit that subscribe button. Really helps me out. See ya.